In today's video, I'm going to show you how to merge layers in Figma, something every designer eventually needs when organizing complex layouts, cleaning up imported templates, or preparing assets for export. Figma doesn't technically have a merge button like you might see in Photoshop, but it does give you several ways to combine layers into a single clean structure depending on what you're trying to achieve. Let's walk through each method so you can choose the right one for your workflow. First, open your Figma file and select the layers you want to merge. You can do this by holding Shift and clicking each layer from the canvas, or by selecting them directly in the Layers panel on the left. Once your layers are highlighted, Figma gives you multiple options for merging, grouping, framing, or flattening, and each one works slightly differently. The most common way to merge layers is to group them. With your layers selected, press Ctrl/CMD+G or right-click and choose Group Selection. Grouping doesn't change the appearance of your elements, it simply bundles them together so you can move, resize, or organize them as a single unit. This is great for UI components, icons, and sections of a layout. But if you want a more structural merge, one where the layers live inside their own container, you should use a frame. Press Ctrl/CMD+Alt+G or right-click and choose Frame Selection. This wraps your elements in a frame, which is much more powerful than a group. Frames allow you to use auto layout, constraints, padding, and all kinds of layout logic. So if you're building buttons, cards, or composable UI pieces, framing is the better way to merge. Now, if your goal is to merge vector shapes into one single editable shape, for example, combining multiple paths, icons, or shapes, then you want to use boolean operations. With your shape selected, head to the top toolbar and choose from Union, Subtract, Intersect, or Exclude. Union is the closest thing to a true merge. It fuses all your selected shapes into one single vector layer. This is perfect for logo design or creating custom icons. Finally, if you simply want to flatten multiple layers into one bitmap-like element, you can choose Flatten. Select your layers and press Ctrl/CMD+E or right-click and choose Flatten. This turns your layers into a single vector shape or raster layer, depending on what you selected. Flattening is especially useful when preparing assets for export or when you want to simplify a complex shape that's made of many tiny layers. So to recap, group for organizing layers into a simple bundle, frame for UI structure, auto layout, and responsive control, boolean operations for merging vector shapes, flatten for turning multiple layers into one simplified object. And that's how you merge layers in Figma. Once you understand which method fits your goal, organizing your canvas becomes so much faster and cleaner. Merging layers keeps your file lightweight, your components tidy, and your workflow way more efficient.